I really wanted to make something quick and simple, so let's go. We've got leek, we've got ginger, we've got garlic. I've got about 3 cloves of garlic in there, and then I've got onion. Okay, so I've got the cherry tomatoes. I love cherry tomatoes. These are so juicy and sweet, and you can eat them raw, cook them. I've got some basil, single cream, spinach, and we are going to be using macaroni pasta. Right, guys, I'm gonna make a quick spinach macaroni pasta. Let's cook the pasta. I've already pre-boiled the water so that way cooking time can be quick. And yeah, that's gonna cook for about 10 to 15 minutes, and we're gonna prep all the other ingredients. So let's start cutting up the leek. There is no specific way to cut the leeks. You can cut it to your own desires. So I'm just going to quickly chop them up, and I'm going to put it into a chopper. Okay, so I've got that amount of leek, and then I've got my onion, so I'm just going to cut everything together. You don't have to use this quantity. It is a bit excessive. You can cut it down to half. Okay, even with the ginger, if you don't like your food to have a kick, reduce down on the ginger. But because the weather is getting a bit colder, I like to increase my ginger in most of my cooking, so that way I can reap the health benefits of ginger. So I'm just taking the skin off the garlic because we're going to put it all in the blender. Make sure, guys, whenever you are doing any type of prep, you wash your vegetables, you wash everything thoroughly, you use clean hands, clean utensils to do your prepping. Okay, your space has to always be absolutely clean. Okay, we don't compromise on cleanliness. So everything is going in a chopper. I've had this chopper for over 2 years. I bought it on Amazon. I will leave the link in the description. I'm not sure if it's still available on Amazon, perhaps a different brand now, but yeah, I got it from Amazon. I know. So that is everything here. So I'm gonna now cut the cherry tomatoes. Again, I don't have a method. You can even put it in without cutting it, but I thought, why not cut it? You don't have to. You can just chuck them into the dish, but let's have a bit of fun and let's cut those cherries up. So be careful when you are using a knife because they are tiny, and then they can flare off the handle if you are not careful. So I've cut all my tomatoes, and I think I am done with the prep. So if you are new to the channel, guys, I would say to you, you see that red button on the side to join, that joining button? Please do join my channel, and if you want to see more videos coming from me, I will supply you with more, but you must join. It is absolutely free. There is no charge to join, and make sure you subscribe so you can always be notified whenever I drop new content. And yeah, so we're gonna chop up, like you've noticed, the spinach and also the basil. And yes, I wanted to chop the spinach up just because I wanted it to mix well with the macaroni instead of it being the whole leaf. And that's the quantity of the basil. I love smell of basil. Let me know. Put a green heart in the comment section if you absolutely love the freshness of basil. I absolutely love it. So that's going to go side by side, and let's start cooking. I'm adding some oil. So I'm using olive oil. You can use your own quantity, your own type of oil, but I would suggest don't put too much oil. A little bit goes a long way. Okay, so I'm gonna put all the onions, leek, ginger, garlic all in one because this recipe is super quick, super easy. The prepping work is probably the hardest part of the job because you've got to make sure that you cut everything together, but once you've prepped everything and you're ready to cook, you just want to put on the stove and start cooking everything together. So now we're going to add the tomatoes, because the onions and the ginger and the garlic and the leek have caramelized. So now we can add on more ingredients. So I'm going to now just add the tomatoes, and we're going to start, cooking the tomato down as well, making sure that it's infused with the other vegetables and the leek. I always love cooking with leek. It's just got such a nice, subtle, fragrant and taste as well. I do love leek. If you don't want to use onion, leek is an alternative that I find is quite good. So I'm just going to cook that. That's just going to keep turning and tossing. And then now I am ready to add my spinach. By the way, I didn't show you, but the macaroni has actually cooked. It is on the side, and yeah, it cooked for about 20 minutes, cooled it down on the side. So I'm sorry I didn't get to show you that part, but the macaroni has cooked. Okay, so we're just going to add the spinach bit by bit, and then mixing and tossing, so that way the leek and all the other vegetables can be infused. At first it looked like a lot of spinach, but in actual fact the spinach, when you eat the spinach, it looks a lot, but it's not that bad, okay? Because once it's cooked, it will shrink and get smaller. So I just want to add it bit by bit until all empty. So now I'm just gonna constantly flip it, toss it, so that way the spinach can cook, because this is the main part of the cooking. The macaroni is done, but this bit is the main part. We want to make sure that the spinach, the tomato, the leek are full of flavor, are cooked nicely, and still maintain plenty of nutrition. What I'm adding now is my seasoning. So I've got vegetable seasoning. I'm adding some herbs, a mixture of herbs. You can get herb mix, so it doesn't have to be any specific type. A bit of cayenne pepper, just want a bit of a kick. If the ginger wasn't enough, we've got more kick. But you can see now everything is coming together well. So now I'm ready to add the macaroni. I'm absolutely ready to add the macaroni. Again, the same method I used when I did the spinach. I want to add bit by bit, okay? So that way, because the pan will fit everything, but you just want to make sure that nothing keeps flying off. I did add a bit more vegetable seasoning, and the last bit of the macaroni pasta. So all I'm going to do now, guys, is keep turning and tossing, and that is it. A quick and simple recipe, as you guys can see, full of flavor, simple and easy to cook. And that is all you need. I hope you have enjoyed the video, and this is delicious. If you wanted to add anything else, you can, but what I will add is cream now. I was thinking about adding cheese, but I decided not to. So let me know if you was to add cheese or not. You can do if you wanted to add a cheese, but I decided not to. So all I'm going to do now is pour the cream over, and turn down the heat, and then just turn and toss, because you don't want to overcook the cream. So it's tasty, creamy, delicious. I hope you guys have enjoyed this quick and easy spinach pasta macaroni recipe. And this is great for any occasion. If you just want to have a quick lunch and you're unsure what to do, you've got vegetables in the fridge, you've got pasta lying around, put it all together and put some flavor in there, and there you go, there you have it. Delicious, tasty pasta, macaroni pasta recipe, homemade. I love this recipe. It's quick, it's easy, it's delicious, and it's homemade. What else do you want? And now I'm just topping it off with the basil, the fresh leaves there. So guys, I'll see you guys in my next video. Make sure that you subscribe, make sure that you click on the like button, click on the subscribe button, so that way you are always notified whenever I drop new content. Okay, I hope you have enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.